Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Angela and I'm the owner of Kids Custom Designs. Before we get started, I just wanted to say, oh my goodness guys, we hit 70,000 subscribers yesterday. So thank you guys so much for all your support. And if you are new here, if you could join, that's just clicking the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. So in this video, we're going to be talking about juggling motherhood and work-life balance when you own your own business. So a lot of people are wondering, is it possible? Is it hard? How do you do it? Those are questions I get asked all day long. And if I have to jump, I'm just going to say, yes, it is hard. But it's possible. Like, it is 100% possible. I don't want you to be scared of it thinking, well, I won't be able to do it because I work, I already work full-time, or I'm in school, I'm a mom, and I just don't think I'm gonna have the time for it. With everything going on, most of us have turned into stay-at-home parents. And I mean, just live with it, go with it. You know, a lot of people are happy to be able to be home, and some are not. Some are pulling their hair out like, oh my gosh. But it's just an opportunity. It's a long story short, just make the best of it. Hey, it is what it is, nothing we can do about it. So I just want to say, yes, it's definitely possible, and just give you guys maybe a little bit of tips, some ideas on what you can do, or just my thought on it. Because when I did first start this, I was in school full-time, I was in college full-time, and I had Riley as well, but Riley did go to daycare. But like I said, I was in school full-time in college. It was a little difficult, and it just got harder after we moved away from childcare, and I was with Riley full-time, and then I was pregnant. Guys, I watched some of those videos from me working when I was pregnant. I was just in shock, like in utter shock. It's like I forgot that I was even pregnant, and I'm like, oh my god. I worked up until I was like 41 weeks, and it was just a huge person. So one of the first tips I have is to try to create a schedule, whether you're home with kids or kids are at daycare, school or not. Create a schedule for yourself. And if you need to incorporate the kids, well, if kids are home with you, you need to incorporate the kids, but create a schedule. So let's say 9 o'clock is when you start work, so from 9 to 10 you check emails, respond to messages, things of that nature, and then from like maybe 10 to 12 you straight work. Just work. That does not mean getting on TikTok, don't get on Instagram, don't get distracted. Don't go on YouTube and get distracted. You can watch my videos on your TV, on your computer screen in the background, but don't get distracted, okay? So try to work for those 2 straight hours. You then take a break for lunch, come back and work some more. Let's say that's till 3 o'clock and your kids are out of school. By that time, you're done. You can respond to a few emails right away, but then you're done. And that brings up another point. When I say you're done, that means you're done. So don't try to always answer Etsy messages at every hour of the night. No. Create work hours. So let's say from 7 a.m. till, let's say, 5 p.m. Those are the hours in which you are working, and those are the hours in which you will be responding to messages. If not, just wait till the next day. Just wait. Because if you don't do that, you'll be responding to messages at 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 10 o'clock, and you'll just be on your phone the whole time. Like, no, don't do that, because then once you respond to one person's message that late, they'll start messaging you late and expect a response. Like, if someone messages you that late, they shouldn't expect you to respond to them right away. That's just, it's not good. It's not good. It's just not good. Now, if you don't have kids, then you can go ahead and respond. If you're single or whatever, and it's just you, yourself, and your dog, your cat, I don't care, and you're up, go ahead. Now, I do respond to messages, my husband or I, because Roma wakes up all hours of the night and I'm up feeding him. So I'll respond to an email at that time if I'm up already. But like I said, if it's between spending time with your family and trying to respond to somebody's message, yeah, like, no. Okay, just try to separate them. It may seem a little harsh right now, but seriously, just separate them. Just cut your time off and just stick to it. And let's see. So if you are working with kids, try to give them some toy. It's not a toy, but like give them something to entertain themselves with while you work for those 2 hours. Now, don't ever, as I tell this to my friends often, don't think you're gonna get your work done and say, I'm gonna do 5 shirts and I have the kids with me. When I had Riley with me, my goal was, don't plan on getting anything done. Just don't plan on getting anything done during that time and wait till my husband came home, because then you get upset and you get stressed with this, I gotta get this many shirts and I gotta get them done, I gotta get them done, and then your fuse with your child, it becomes short. So I was just like, if I got something done while she was here, cool, but if not, hey. But as time went on, I learned little tricks. So I had a box. Ugh, I have one right here. Ooh, my heat press is connected to this. I had a box like this full of threads, and the threads are like this. They were sealed threads, and I would just let Riley play with them. She was like one, two, and she just played with them. Took them out the box, put them back in the box, and kept her entertained for about an hour. And in that hour, I got a shirt done. You find little things to keep them entertained. It's usually things that are not toys, so keep that in mind. Things that are not toys, just make sure they're safe for kids. That's usually what they'll end up playing with. Like Roman right now, his thing is tape. Give him a roll of tape, this boy the tape will roll, he'll chase it. So he's 9 months, so it's literally usually something that's not a toy. Toys, it doesn't keep them occupied. I don't know why, but it does not. You can give my children a choice between a toy and something that's not a toy, they'll take the not toy. So keep that in mind as well. And also with kids, you have to give them a break. Don't try to make them sit in your work area the entire day. Try that. It doesn't work. So take them for a walk. When you go eat a snack, after lunch, put them down for a nap. Usually when you let them get tired out, and then I let my children watch TV or their iPads. Riley likes ABC Mouse. I tried that with her. That works for a little while, 20-30 minutes. Listen, sometimes it's all you need to finish a shirt. You know, just a little bit of time here and there, and hey, by the end of the day you got 1-2 shirts done. And if you got none done, guys, just breathe, okay? The world's not going to end. And when I say, okay, you didn't get it done, breathe, that means also processing time. Don't do something that's just gonna give you so much anxiety and that you're gonna stress out and pull your hair out over, because that's not worth it, okay? Make sure your processing time is long enough. You have children, and you know you have children. So don't do something that you can't do. Don't do 3 days if you can't do 3 days, okay? Don't do that. So do 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, can I get a shirt done? Yes, I should be able to. Yes, if you start getting a lot of shirts, extend it. Do 3 weeks, okay? And don't feel like you have to take every single order, because you don't need to take every single order. More orders will come. Because what happens if you try to take every single order, then you're going to have 10,000 orders. That's what happened to me. I try to take all the rush orders I get, and I'm like, well, it's $5 more. Hey, it's more money. But then you get rush order after rush order after rush order. And then that other order that was normal order, it's like, oh, crap. This has a huge deadline. And now all these things have deadlines that are so right in front of my face, and I have to get them done. Don't do that to yourself. There's no point in doing that to yourself. Just try to take as much time as you need to do it. So 2 weeks is a great turnaround. Like I said, if you start getting a lot of orders, increase that price by $1 or $2. If someone still buys it, hey, you got $2 more for the time you would spent anyways. So you know, you can increase the price, and if that doesn't work, they're still buying it, that's perfect. So you know you have a good price now. So keep it at that price, but increase that turnaround time. Usually increasing your turnaround time will decrease your sales a little bit or slow them down. Sometimes it doesn't work, but most of the time it will. And okay, let's say you start catching up on orders, you're catching up. All right, you can decrease your turnaround time. So just because you increase it does not mean you can't decrease it, okay? So literally don't stress yourself out about it. Don't try to do 10 million things. And that's something I need to listen to myself, because I try to do so many things that I get so overwhelmed that I can't do anything. I'm like, I quit for the day. And I go upstairs and I'm like, I'm done. So that's where having a schedule comes in handy. I get distracted with TikTok, watching people's YouTube videos, and going on the Facebook group and responding to messages. I get distracted. Now, I'm telling you right now, time management is so important, because you can get so much more done if you actually follow a schedule. Like, I'm working on this, but literally, I can get so much work done if I literally have my phone off, computers off, only on like the embroidery software, and for 2 hours I can get so much more work done than I can in a whole day if I'm on TikTok, on Facebook, literally, and I'm done by 12:30, and I'm like, oh my god. So literally try to stick to a schedule and Try not to get super distracted during the day. Sometimes it happens. Hey, scheduling your time is super important. Try maybe prepping meals. A lot of you guys are like, well, I cook dinner or whatever. So have a schedule, crock pot meal, 3 times a week maybe. Like, think of something easy. 1 day a week, you order pizza or something. A day that you're really busy. Mondays are usually the harder days for me because everything has to go out on Monday because of the weekend. So tomorrow's Monday for me. Today is Sunday. And Sunday I'm like, okay, I can record a video because I'm not doing too much. Yes, I got a lot of orders over the weekend, so Mondays are a bit stressful, but you have to try to plan it. So when I had Riley and Roman and Keenan, my husband, still worked full time, he didn't get home until 6 o'clock, and I couldn't get any work done during the day. Oh man, I was like, I need to get work done, I need to get work done, I need to get work done. But it's just like, Angela, you're doing it to yourself. You know you can't get work done, so get over it. Like, get over it. Just wait till he comes home and do a shirt. If it's a day the kids seem like they may behave, okay, take them downstairs. Try. You can always try. Always try. And sometimes I'll be shocked. Roman would sit in his chair and I'd get 3-4 shirts done. And around Roman and Riley, they just play. And I was able to get work done. And those are like shocking times, but hey, it makes you feel really good about yourself because you're like, today I got a lot of work done. So make sure you always pat yourself on the back. Even if you only get 1 shirt done. If you get half a shirt done, it's progress. So be happy about it. And don't feel like you're a failure because you didn't get any shirts done today. Like, no. That's why we have the longer processing times, okay? If you have a husband, maybe you make a schedule where, okay, when he gets home from work, you can work. That's what we did for about 2 months with my husband. He'd come home and I have to go work for 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day. But during the day, if you are with the kids and you're waiting for your husband to get home, take time, spend time with the kids. Literally just spend time with them, relax. That was so hard for me to do because I always wanted to work. I love to work, and it was just like, just relax. You have the kids, play with them, draw with them, take them for a walk, go to the park. There was so much I could do. It's like downtime, so do it. Like, you can't work now, so just do what you would normally do when you were done work. When you're done work, you would spend time with them. So it's just flip the roles. Now you're home with them, spend time with them. So it doesn't have to be the end of the world. It really doesn't. It's so possible, and I don't want you to think it's not. I don't want you to avoid your dreams and avoid starting just because you're worried about it. When I was in school full time, I still had Riley. I'd get out of class at 2. I had to pick Riley up by 5. So between 2 and 5, I got home about 2:30, and I'd leave my house at 4:30. So I had 2 hours a day that I was allowed to work without Riley, and then I'd pick her back up, and she'd be right there in the embroidery room next to me with my P800. I'm like bouncing on my foot, trying to get the shirt done, just bouncing from the machine and bouncing from her like this. No, joking, but no, I really was though, working with her until about 7, 8 o'clock at night, and then I was done. Being a mom, yeah, you don't finish that ever, and that's cool. But I just want you guys to know, whether you're a full-time job, anything, it's so possible, and just try it. You don't know until you try it. I don't like people who just don't try. They're too scared to try. Okay, so please just try it. And like I said, don't make unrealistic goals for the day. Just make a goal of 1 shirt. Just I'm gonna get 1 shirt done today, and if you do that, great. And if you don't, hey, it's life. It happens. Okay, it happens. Just don't take on every single order that's out there. Okay, more orders will come. More orders will come. You don't want to get a bad review because you shipped a shirt too late. Like, you don't want that to happen. That's not worth it. You know, just spread your processing time out. Another thing I wanted to say, I do get that a lot, is okay, what about, you know, husband time, family time? So at a certain point, I started getting a bit busier, and obviously I have my kids and I have a husband, and it was, okay, well, my husband is all upset because I'm working right now, and he wants to spend time with me. He doesn't understand. This is what I would tell Keenan. Sweetheart, you go to work during the day, whether it's 7 to 5, and guess what? This is my job too. I have a job, and I need to work, so have fun with the kids. Toodles. Like, this is a real job. Don't treat it as a hobby. It's a real job that makes you real money to pay the real bills, okay? So you have to work, and don't feel guilty that you have to work, because if you didn't do this and you're home with the kids, guess where you'd be? I was at Target, working full-time at Target, and guess what? The kids would have to be in daycare, they'd have to be somewhere else. So be happy that you're with your kids. It literally, you would either be at work somewhere else, not even seeing your kids grow up. You can be home with your kids and working too. Yeah, working takes a little bit more time, but it's possible. And being able to watch your kids grow, nothing beats that, because time flies. I cannot believe Roman is 9 months old. I've been with him every single day since he's been born, and I'm still like, this boy is walking, running, talking, and I'm just like, dude, you're only 9 months. Like, it's just crazy. And soon it's gonna be like, oh my god, you're only 5. And it's just, spend time with your kids while you can. This is it's a great job to have, because you can be home with your kids. You're a working mom, and that's great. It's awesome. Something else you could do is one day a week, take the day off, whether it be Sunday, it could be a weekday. Let's say your husband's off on Tuesdays. Okay, Tuesday, you're not working Tuesdays. So Etsy, don't respond to anything, don't respond to nothing, just focus on your family for one whole day out of the week. That doesn't seem too impossible, so try that. You know, speak with your husband, your significant other, and set it to, okay, this is the day that I'm not gonna work, because you have to make time for yourself too and for your family. So this day, I'm not gonna work, and we can spend time together. We can go somewhere this day. Do that way, because I'll tell you how irritating it gets when your significant other wants to be like, oh, it's out of nowhere. Oh, it's Tuesday. Oh, let's go to the movies. Do you not know that I have to work? So if you set a schedule, like this is the only day during the week that I can go out and we can go do something, then it creates that, it eliminates the, not hostility, but the anger you'll get from your significant other trying to spend time with you, and then you feeling bad, that guilt that you'll get because you know they want to go do something with you and you can't, or you give in and you go out and have fun, but then you're like, oh, in the back of your mind the whole time you're gone, it's like, but I have to go home and do this, oh my god, I have to do this, I have to do this, and then you end up staying up super late to get that one order done. It's not worth staying up late every single night to do it. It's no, you don't want to do that, because you need to sleep, especially if you have young kids at home, because 5 a.m. rolls around, they're like, hi, good morning, hi mom, oh my gosh, they act like full of energy, and you're just like, I just went to bed 2 hours ago, and then you get upset and you're in a bad mood or whatnot. So I just want you to just throw little ideas out there, things that may work for some families, not for others. You know, I'm just throwing ideas out there, and hopefully at least one of these tips can help you a little bit. Let's see, it could also be a situation where, I don't know if you have a significant other or not, your children are in daycare or they're not, but a situation where, okay, if kids are home during the day and you don't want to work at all during the day, and you wait till your husband comes home and you work at night, or you spend some time together and you work at night. Okay, if your kids are like, let's say they're like 8 or 9 and they're a little bit older, so you could just work at night. So like, let's say 9 to midnight every day, you could do that, and then you still sleep at like 12:30, you wake up at 8, 9, because when they're a little bit older, they wake up a little bit older, and it's not like they're toddlers and you have to keep your eyes on them at all times, because like when they're 8 or 9, they probably don't want nothing to do with you. At least I feel like that's gonna be my kids. They're just gonna look at me like, where's my iPad? I don't want to look at you. No. I'm dreading when Riley turns. Every year that she gets older, I'm just like, what smart thing is gonna come out of your mouth this time? And then when she says it, I just remember when I said it, and I'm just like, why do you have to say it in the same exact situation, in the perfect time, and in the same tone? I'm just raising myself. It's really what it is. I'm raising a small version of myself, and I can't win this battle. Can't win the battle. But like I said, I just want to, I guess, ease some minds, give people some ideas of ways around it, and to make it work, because it definitely can work. Okay, I'm telling you, it works, and at first it's gonna be a little difficult, but it'll get easier because you'll get used to it. Once you once you get into a routine, you know, then it starts making more sense, because your children adjust to the routine, or just you adjust to the routine, and it makes it so much easier. One thing, y'all already know what I'm about to say, but coffee. So if I go to bed late, even if I don't go to bed late, I wake up and I get coffee. That's the start of my day. Something about the coffee, and it's cold and it just refreshes me. I'm addicted. I sound like some addict. But it just puts me in the best mood ever. I know some of you guys were commenting like, you don't understand me because you don't ever drink coffee. So, okay, drink water, sip water. Okay, I don't know. Something you drink or eat every single day that just, it starts your day off right and it puts you in a good mood. To me, it's coffee. It's not coffee. I drink lattes. I don't drink iced coffee. That's, to me, I don't like it. I just, lattes, just a shot of espresso with milk and caramel. Get extra caramel though, people ask me that, but it just literally puts me in the best mood to start my day. Without it, don't talk to me. Just don't even talk to me. My husband finally figured it out. Every day he gets me coffee in the morning. Thank you, and literally thank you guys, because you guys sending money for coffee, so I really appreciate that, and he really appreciates that, because otherwise you have to deal with me. It's just now having to share the coffees is annoying. But if that gets him to get up and get me coffee, I'll do it any day, because yeah. But when we lived in the other house, I would drop Riley off, and then I'd go get my coffee, and then my day starts. And there's something about drinking coffee and working that I just love. It helps my creative mind. It helps my mind work. I don't know. I just sound like a complete addict right now, but I am, and I admit that. Okay, so I say all of this to say, work-life balance, it's possible. Working with toddlers and kids, it's possible. Don't feel like it's not possible. It is 1,000% possible. And you just, especially with kids, okay? With kids, don't expect to do so much as if you didn't have kids. Like if you had a business and then you just had a kid, it's not going to be the same as it was before. And that's just being honest. It's not. You're not going to be able to get as much done as you did before now that you have a kid with you full time. But it can be close. You just have to make a new normal, pretty much. Just make yourself a new normal, and just don't feel guilty about working, because otherwise you'd be working somewhere else away from your kids all day. So, like I said, it's possible, and I've said that 10,000 times, so you're probably like, alright, I'm over this, but it's possible. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if any of my tips helped you at all. And please subscribe if you haven't already. Again, my name is Angela. I'm the owner of Kids Custom Designs and AJ Blanks. I have an Etsy shop. I like to make videos to help other moms, other business owners, any crafters, hobbyists. I just like making videos because I feel like I help some people. Well, some people tell me I help them, so I guess I do help some people. I like to motivate you guys and reach your dreams, because I just feel like it's possible for anybody. And without me getting into a huge motivational speech again like I did already in my last few videos ago, I'm just gonna leave it there. So thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, bye.